Vivek Ramaswamy's higher education policies are a significant threat to college students and educators alike. And before I get into this, I want to talk about how Ramaswamy is not in touch with the average Ohio citizen like he says he is. Despite depicting himself as the son to poor immigrants, he was not raised in the lower class. In fact, he was raised in the middle to upper middle class. His parents were a part of the upper caste in India as they were a psychiatrist and a lawyer. Non-MAGA conservatives and establishment Republicans are also against this idea of consolidating public schools, and I'm going to read off a quote of what Governor Mike DeWine has said about this. "I am not in favor of consolidating our colleges or doing away with any of our 14 public universities. It is important to have them all over the state, so frankly, people who can't afford to live at the college and pay room and board can commute. We still have commuters. We should strive to create a system where every one of our community colleges is, in fact, formally paired with one of our 14-year colleges. And the goal of this is to make it possible for these people that aren't as financially well off as Vivek Ramaswamy was, able to go to these universities." Let's indulge this policy and take a look at what the repercussions would be. So this is a graph of the 2025 enrollment numbers of the public universities in Ohio, and these warning signs are the 7 relatively smallest universities. Now, if we eliminate the main campus students from all of those universities, we're losing 49,202 students and displacing them. And in addition, his policy implies getting rid of regional campuses as well, and taking all the regional campuses away from these colleges displaces another 27,975 students. And again, we have the displacement of the professors, which is just under 4,000. I put together this template of what Ohio would prospectively look like under this policy. The green circles being the public universities that are kept, the red X's being the public universities that are eliminated, and these orange triangles being all of the regional campuses of all those universities that would also be eliminated. These are where people started their lives. These are where people are alumni. This is not a small thing to change. And this is what Ohio would look like once that's done. There's all of these massive gaps. People can't commute. That's not something tangible for thousands of Ohioans. This isn't something that's actually to benefit Ohioans. It's an attempt to concentrate wealth and power and money into these few public institutions. Pay attention to who your representatives are and what they actually want, and stand up to them in this upcoming election.